Frogan, the GOAT, literal GOAT. I don't know if you guys are feeling her. I'm feeling her, bro. This is just literally such a great content creator. I watch her every single day. I wake up and my first thought is how and when do I get to watch Frogan, right? I'll find a way. I don't care if there's no internet where I am. I'll literally invent internet to find a way to watch Frogan. And that's what we're going to do right now. Frogan's response to Ethan Klein. Now, I don't even need to give context. Everybody knows what I'm about to say, but Frogan and Ethan Klein are kind of in this beef by proxy. It's kind of a proxy war, like, you know, basically allied powers, Axis powers. Ethan Klein is getting attacked from all angles by the iDubbbz crew, and Frogan is kind of like, she's not on foot like during this battle like iDubbbz is, because iDubbbz is on the front line with a tank, and Frogan is kind of, she's maybe in the sort of like server room manning the drones that are dropping like bombs. That sound, okay, no pun intended. That's okay. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean bombs, because forget it. She's intel. That's better. Frogan, she responded to Ethan Klein. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Frogan, and this is the first time I'm ever making a solo YouTube
I give Frogan 5 big booms. Let's stop.
Video about everything that has happened the last year and a half. I address everything on my podcast, Arabs, which you can find the link below, but today it's just going to be...
She's addressed everything on her podcast to like the 10 people that watch that. Me being one of them, of course. Of course I have watched this, but to everyone else.
I think the content cop was great. You know, I feel like...
I wonder why. I wonder why you thought it was great. Did you play a part in its creation? Oh, it was so great. Huh.
Ian approached it in a way that nobody else does. He approached it with empathy, and, you know, it was...
He approached it with empathy. This is what empathy looks like, guys. Getting you and 3 friends to flip off the person that you don't like online. That's empathetic, guys. I don't know how you don't see this. It's really empathy. It's just empathy. That's what empathy looks like. That's the face of empathy. And it's the same person who said that she doesn't feel bad. She's not empathetic towards soldiers. It's empathy, guys. You have to understand what empathy means. And the only person who's going to teach you is Frogan. Listen and learn. She's speaking.
Supposed to make people feel bad for Ethan. One of the main things, especially as content creators, people tend to dehumanize us and forget that we're living normal people just like you.
Okay.
So obviously, with so much pressure on the internet, both on myself, and I'm sure Ethan can relate to this too, it's fucking hell. It's hard to manage. It's hard to deal with. So I feel like Ian approached it in a way that was more so holding a friend accountable and in a softer way.
Are you serious? I mean, this is the most delusional thing that it's just completely dishonest as well. I say delusional. The right word is dishonest. To say that it was empathetic, he's just trying to help a friend out. Yeah. In my dreams, in your dreams, truly, because you wish that's how it came across. You know, you wish that's what's actually happening, or, you know, it's just not. It's crazy. Guys, I don't think any person who watched the Content Cop thought that it was just trying to help someone out. No Content Cop has ever been made with the purpose of trying to help someone out. You don't make a Content Cop on someone to help them out. That's not what a Content Cop is. It's to criticize. It's to roast. It's to ridicule. It's not to just like assist and to support. That would be like a content medic. We don't have content medics. We have content cops. You are, you know, part of the police force in this instance.
And wanted to generate empathy for Ethan.
It's comedic.
Don't do that. And I've even said this before. I feel like we need to stick to the basics as to why Ethan Klein deserves to be criticized, and that is for being pro-Israel and trying to deplatform pro-Palestinian content creators. I think it's insane to involve his children and anybody else that really doesn't just...
She's trying so hard to play the victim. There needs to be a new leadership on Twitch so she can be permanently banned, what she deserves. Well, I mean, I don't think she should be permanently banned, and I also don't think that saying that really accomplishes anything. Like, I think the more clips we see of her, the more there is to criticize, and if she's just banished to the Shadow Realm, then we don't have anything to criticize her for. I honestly don't mind people like this. Maybe it depends on what she says. I mean, if you're inciting violence and terrorism and stuff, which maybe she's been adjacent to some of that, I do think there's a separate conversation. But if we're just talking from like maybe a hate speech perspective, if we're talking about like what she said about veterans, I would say generally no. I think it's probably bad to deplatform people because they say things that you deem hateful, just criticize them, rebut them, argue against them, and usually people will agree, especially when it's against someone who's this stupid. So
deserve the criticism. I think Kayla deserves the criticism as well too.
you get money from reacting to her, we get it. That's also true. You know, it's in my interest to have someone who says stupid things that I can criticize to be able to continue to say stupid things.
Because she says some batshit crazy things on the podcast as well. And I've said this, and I'll say it again. If you're spewing pro-Israel propaganda, I'm going to call you out about it. I received a text asking to say something nice about Ethan, and to be honest, I thought about it long and hard because I was like, this man does not deserve anything nice from me. But I said, you know what? I'm going to do it.
Interesting.
Maybe it'll give me some closure. So I wrote a letter to Ethan, and I read it off, and iDubbbz put it in the video, and this was Ethan's reaction to the video.
I bet you would.
I will be reading my letter off because I don't want to sound robotic. H3 used to be the sports for good that I used to watch. I hope that one day gets back to what I remember. You were one of the inspirations for me to start creating content, so all this has stunk. I hope you really hear this, and I wish you the best.
I think. Listen. Rogan, she's so dumb that you almost can't be even mad at her.
Like, she did wish us the best in the end.
She wishes the best, guys. She wishes the best. I wish you the best after I just co-signed an hour-long video shitting on you, and I started the video flipping you off and doing the Fortnite L emote high school essay. Bro, that had to be like AI written or some shit, man. And I can't... Like, here's the thing, right? If you want to shit on someone, then shit on someone, but just don't go like 5 minutes later, or in this case, like an hour later, and then pretend like you didn't just do that and that you were doing it for like their best interest. You would love if Ethan got fucking banned or demonetized or something, right? You would love that. You would. You would love if he got deplatformed. And so why are we acting like you wish him the best? This is concern trolling. I hate it. I really hate this concern trolling. Appreciate your honest. Thanks, bro. Hey, thank you, bro. But no, it's just so obvious what her actual goal here is. She's trying to act like there's some level of sincerity to like any of this, and it's just there's no actual care behind her. She doesn't care.
Almost felt like the nicest one of them all.
I think she was the only one being genuine.
Yeah. So she contributes to the creation of a video with wild accusation and plays the victim, yet somehow still parading a position of power, saying it's not worth her time, then calls propaganda. I mean, obviously it's worth her time if she's here.
Actually. Yeah. So I don't want to, whatever, just Frogan, just chill, okay? Just stop being an idiot and I'll stop talking about you. It's really simple math.
She's also by far the smallest creator of the bunch.
Right.
I mean, is it even like cool that he included her? Like, she's just gonna get more shit for being involved.
It's not cool.
And like, it's not. It's
he knows what like this entails.
This part made me laugh because it was very tone deaf, and he's acting like
tone deaf. We just heard you read out a high school like, all right, it's your turn to present ass fucking speech. That was the least sincere thing I've ever read, and it's so tone deaf. How is he tone deaf when you just did a fake apology in a video that's made smearing the guy? He's tone deaf?
Content nuke.
You can't call things tone deaf.
Wasn't about me. Half of the content nuke, the entire ending half, was about me. So if I'm so irrelevant and so uncool to include, why the fuck was I in your goddamn video? Content nuke. The entire ending half was about me. So if I'm so irrelevant and so uncool to include, why the fuck was I in your goddamn video?
Why don't you take a guess? Could it be perhaps the crazy shit that you're saying and your associations with larger creators that are also saying the similar talking points?
Like Hassan.
Bro, I mean, like, are you serious? If I'm so not cool, then why are you talking about me? Well, because you've been like an industry plant in this anti-H3H3 campaign. You've been like brought into this fold by people who hate him that are much more popular than you.
Can handle it, but like Frogan's now just gonna get a pile of shit on top of her that I have no control over because people are watching. Millions of people are watching his video, by the way.
Yeah, and that's because she's associating with these people. She chose to squeeze herself into this content cop.
And they're reacting to it. And they're not having good reactions to it.
I thought Pot of Greed is Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, that's crazy.
Our audience.
Far from our, bro, yeah.
I think it's funny that you think me being in the iDubbbz video is what's going to cause this harassment. When in reality, it's you, Ethan. You're acting like you haven't spent the last year and a half doing everything in your power to push people to bully and harass me.
I'm so shocked that this is becoming like a harassment off. Like, This is literally, they're doing a competition where they're saying, who gets more harassment, me or Ethan Klein? And it's like, are you serious? Do you know why you're here right now? What are you responding to? The title of your video is Frogan's response to Ethan Klein. Your response to Ethan Klein came after Ethan was responding to the content cop. This came out like 10 hours ago or something. So if we're talking about who gets more harassment, the 1 hour long hit piece video with almost 7 million views that's peddling a lot of shit against this guy who has already had to deal with CPS visiting his home, and I believe he said the FBI visited him as well. What do you think happens when you are a part of a video that is piling onto this guy? You're kicking him when he's down. What do you think? Like, that's called harassment, and you're gonna say you've received more of it? I just don't believe that. She's involved herself and is acting like she's attacked. Also true.
Including weaponizing propaganda organizations such as the ADL to get me banned.
And a part of me thinks that she knew she would get backlash after involving herself in this so that she could complain about the backlash. Not saying that I'm 100% sure of that. Maybe it's not true. I do think that it's part of it.
Off Twitch because I made a joke about you not being able to say Habibi. But no, it's iDubbbz, one of the only major creators besides Hassan who has actually defended me publicly in the last few months. This next section is about the double standards of
Well,
Ethan's
bro,
thinking.
I mean, are we serious? I wonder why that could be. Like, really? Oh, there's one of the only big creators that's defended me. Hassan's defense of you is when he's like, bro, when XQC is watching the content cop and Frogan pops up on screen, XQC goes, ew, or he starts laughing or some shit, and he's like, that's unacceptable. It's gross. That's the kind of defense you want from Hassan? It's like service level shit. And if he co-signs the things that you're saying, it's just an even worse look for him. You've got the defense from like two people who have like fucking no credibility. It's insane. Yeah. Oh, Ian and Hassan defended me. All right. That changes nothing.
Personally, though, and I've seen Hassan do this before, is he's accused me of it. He goes, "Oh, you just hate Muslims." It's like, bro, can you actually please just respond to a real argument? Like, please, bro. You know, he just, like, you can't just sweep everything away by saying that. It's just not right. Are people very cruel to her? Yeah, for sure. You know, it's just, I don't know, man.
I don't know how to explain this to you, Ethan, because this is something you claim all the time, but some people are actually racist. Ethan claims people are mean to him all the time because they're racist, using his religion as a shield to criticism, as he claims people...
Don't you do the same thing? Like, what? You're claiming that Ethan's invoking identity politics when that's what not only you, but everyone who you claim defended you and gave them credit for defending you does as well. Hassan does that shit, and he does it for you. He's like, yeah, oh, it's disgusting the way they're attacking Frogan, you know? He's invoked, like, you know, you're a woman, you know? Oh, they're making fat jokes. That's uncalled for. It's literally the same shit you're claiming Ethan's doing with religion. You guys do it all the time with race and religion and gender. You guys do the same exact shit.
Are doing to me. A lot of the comments I get are about me being a hijabi and me being Muslim, so no. People
What did I just fucking say?
are not more charitable to me because I wear the hijab, and I wish that was the case.
She's invoking the same thing she just complained that he invoked.
They go, oh, Ethan's just targeting Arab and Muslim creators. It's like, I have never one time mentioned her hijabi or brought anyone's fucking identity into my criticism of them.
You haven't said anything about me being Muslim directly, but your ideas about Muslims are pretty obvious from what you say. Here are a few of many examples.
Why don't you just make it easier? Why don't you just fly to ISIS and do them a favor and just let them, you know, just serve yourself on a platter for them because you deserve it. Like, I think per capita, a lot of the weird fucking terrorism and crimes and shit, I mean, there's definitely some strong thread of violence through the Muslim community, or Arab Muslims to be more specific.
And she'll beg for context when she gets clipped. Like, it's just so unbelievable.
The next thing I want to bring up are the double standards both Ethan and Hila have for themselves. Let's get started.
When I say something that's so on the nose about veterans and how they deserve PTSD, please look at the context around what I said in order to understand where I came from. However, don't do that for this person. It's just so shameless. It really is.
We misspoke. It didn't sound good. We immediately corrected ourselves. You know, that's how mature people do. That's how you're supposed to handle yourself, isn't it? Like, what more do you want me to do?
I have no problem apologizing and admitting and whatever.
It's starting to sound like you're not a Frogan supporter. You lied to us. All right, guys, it's time to admit it. I'm really not a Frogan supporter. I know. It sucks to say, and I've probably done a great job convincing you guys, but it's not true.
It's needed.
High school drama. I mean, here's the thing, right? The problem with internet drama is I feel like a lot of it is completely nothing burger nonsense, and it is. And I'll still cover it because I like giving my opinions on things. It's fun. I get paid to do so. But with this one specifically, I think it's pretty real. I think people are experiencing real life shit because of it. And it's important to say, like, you know, right from wrong when it comes to this stuff. I think it is. I think we need to call out people who are leading to the harassment, IRL harassment, might I add, of different creators. That's something that I should probably, you know, talk about if I'm going to talk about drama, you know?
When things happen.
This was in response to people bringing up how Gila said Yoav Gallant was a great guy, even though he's literally a war criminal and pro-genocide.
Okay.
I'm a live streamer as well. I know being live for hours and hours on end, you can misspeak. And that is exactly what happened whenever I said the thing about the U.S. military.
But this is literally what I'm saying. So she knows. So she knows about the context thing. She's like, oh, I know people can misspeak, and I know that I want to be granted more context. But you literally, so she's, oh my God. So she knows, yet she still didn't give, it's crazy.
I said it in a way in which I didn't mean, and I also clarified it on Twitter by saying the U.S. military has conducted some of the most horrific crimes.
And then she's going to give herself, dude.
In a more sensitive way. And like I said initially, I'm not granted that charitability at all.
I want to explain it because
Really?
people bring it up nonstop.
Oh.
I apologize for it right away. When
All right, well, at least she's putting this in.
Ethan made a video to address this on his Ethan Klein channel, I
Next day, I think
made
it
a
was.
quick appearance.
How did Frogan even develop an audience? Like, I can see people sticking around, but how did they get there to begin with? I think it was mostly because she was astroturfed by Hassan.
in that video just to say, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I shouldn't have called him a really
But she
good
doubled
guy.
down?
Like,
Yeah, she also did double down. She's adding her clarification, but she doubled down.
I don't know why I said it like that.
What more do you want from me? I did the same exact thing. Now we're moving on to the infamous button. So during the React
button.
Content Cop, AB started talking and the button was pushed. Here's the clip.
Authorities block
What the
healthcare
hell?
to Gaza.
Guys, I don't know how I noticed this, but look in the bottom left corner. I have those same sneakers. I'm not even joking. That is insane. I literally have the same pair of sneakers. I have to sell these.
AB started talking and the button was pushed. Here's the clip.
Authorities block healthcare to Gaza. Again, I'm not. Do you think that I'm talking about walking around Gaza? When I say how great multicultural it is,
We
did you
never
think
defended
that?
how Israel attacked Gaza since October 7th, not even once. We never like
I think that's
co-signed what they did.
is that not the point he's making though?
What?
That you're talking about how nice Israel is, but
Israel proper is different
Wait.
from Gaza.
He has the same sneakers as well.
like that.
What the hell is going on here? What is this sneaker shit? We're in Sneakergate. Bro, what? Maybe we're not so different after all.
You're talking about how nice Israel is, but
Israel proper is different from
are-
Gaza.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
but
I
at a
understand.
time,
Millions
like right now, say
Muslims in
I guess
Israel.
that's where the
And that's the end of the clip because the button was pushed.
Okay.
Anytime any member of the crew gives Ethan any type of pushback, the button is pushed. And he wants to say that I'm surrounded by
It's
yes
kind of a
men and people can never
generalization.
criticize me.
Well, but you are. Like, I mean, even saying that, like, it's still true. Like, yeah, you're surrounded by yes men. Like, we literally saw the yes men in the screenshot I showed earlier where you're flipping off the camera in Hassan's crib. Like, yeah, you've got yes men. He probably has yes men that work for him. You guys can both have yes men. Because he uses a button when he streams to cancel out, like, something that he would, you know, prefer to not have in the stream, like, that doesn't make you less brainwashed.
When he doesn't allow his staff that are part of the show to give him any critique or pushback whatsoever.
That's also not true.
During the live show today, some of the crew defended me, and I appreciate it so much. And during this episode, AB mentioned that the most recent time we talked, him and I had a disagreement.
People are saying stop being friends with her. You guys don't know fucking shit. I have not talked to her in forever, and the last time we did talk, we had a disagreement. Like where is this coming from? Like
Oh
I
my
don't
goodness.
understand. That is
This disagreement was a DM I sent him, which stated, "Hey AB, I wanted to reach out privately because there's
How is this even a response to Ethan Klein? This is literally just like, okay, so we have the response to his cameo at the end of the video, which is literally terrible. Double standards on racism. What double standards? Double standards on misspeaking. These are just your double standards. You have a double standards on misspeaking. You have double standards on racism. The button thing I really don't give a fuck about. And then you're thanking the H3 crew crew, and then this is just thank you, thank you, thank you. What is this?
Responding publicly.
Hey, AB, I wanted to reach out privately because responding publicly and adding to the dog pile doesn't feel right. I understand that people often overlook how tough the job market is, and I get that working in Ethan puts you in a complicated position. That said, I think what pushed people over the edge was a clip of you baiting pro-Palestinian people and blocking them. The criticism you're receiving is largely because people believe you're better than that and don't subscribe to Ethan's views. I know you've been vocal about Palestine, but I think it's important to explicitly clarify that you don't share his beliefs and that you stand on your own. Ethan is not worth the bullshit you have to deal with working with him. Honestly, there have been times where I felt anger toward, but after some reflection, I wanted to approach you directly. I'm saying this is someone who is personally impacted by Ethan and his cousin. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. So, okay, interesting. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I feel like asking him to like denounce his employer is probably not something that he's gonna do. Like, I mean, she's like, that puts you in a complicated position. Yeah, I mean, there's a conflict of interest there. I don't think he would go against his employer. Like, yeah, he wants to keep making his money. Why even send this message? I don't understand. I mean, he works for Ethan, but I don't know if he really has a dog in this race, to be honest with you. I think he probably is just doing his job, and that's it. And then you got Frogan sending him a fucking paragraph. It's crazy. Like, what? What do you want him to do? Like you're trying to split the crew? She's playing homewrecker, dude. She made it weird. I just think, like, if your beef is with Ethan, then talk to Ethan. Who I've personally impacted by Ethan, then talk to Ethan or send him a DM, you know? Like why bring him into this? This is like when you're fighting with someone or like, imagine you and your friend are fighting. I'm not saying they're friends, but stay with me, right? Like you and your friend are fighting, and then there's a friend who's completely neutral and is friends with both of you, and then you're trying to get him to attack your friend. You can't get the neutral party to attack the friend, you know? He's not going to. Just leave him out of this. It's crazy.
And adding to the dog pile doesn't feel right. I understand that people often overlook how tough the job.
They're cousins? Wait, are they actually cousins? Wait, what? How the fuck did I not know that? Wait, you're lying. That's a lie. She's making it up? No, they're not cousins? Oh, she says because they're Muslim. Oh, I thought they were just like blood cousins for a second. Bro.
Job market is, and I get that working for Ethan.
Yeah, that would not make any sense.
Puts you in a complicated position. That said, I think.
Hold on a second. Someone. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, it's because they're both Muslim. Yeah, I got you.
I think what pushed people over the edge was a clip of you baiting pro-Palestinian people and blocking them. The criticism you're receiving is largely because people believe you're better.
Anyway, yeah, we just read this.
Impacted by Ethan and as a cousin. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. AB didn't respond, and that's perfectly fine. I didn't expect him to. You know, I just wanted to get my feelings out. Although AB and I haven't talked in a long time, he's still somebody I care about. You know what I mean? He's like a cousin. You know, we have that bond. We're both from Dearborn. So it's like we're literally cousins.
Literally.
I don't know
Yeah.
AB's motivations or what he feels because I'm on the outside at this point. So I am just giving my perspective from somebody.
I mean, you do, though, because you know who he works for. So you know his motivations is to just do his job.
On the outside.
Keep his job.
The invalid points of criticism towards AB is trying to...
Ew, I hate that. Quote, so we're literally cousins. I don't know.
Question him as an Arab, which is completely fucked up and wrong. Nobody should do that, you know? It is valid to criticize him for still working for Ethan.
Well, but okay, like that's like saying it's valid to criticize my buddy Tim because he still works at Tesla. No, like that's fucking retarded. That's fucking retarded. Yo, you're still working at Tesla? Do you know what Elon's doing? You sound fucking stupid. Like that's his job. It's valid to criticize you for still working at this. What? Like that's stupid. I don't think you understand. What do you want him to do? Neuter himself financially? Hey wife, hey kids. So we're not eating fucking dinner this week because I listened to Frogan and I quit my job. Are you good? Like use your brain. I'm so, like that actually does not make any sense at all. It's guys, it's not defensible. It's fair to criticize him for still working for Ethan. Like, so dumb.
Silent for as long as he was. Those are valid points of criticism. But don't try to take away his Arabness because you don't agree with him. Whenever AB started streaming on Twitch, I was the first person to raid him. And I even helped him whenever he asked me for advice on what to stream. AB has also helped me in many ways as well. Even a long time ago, AB included me in an H3 episode talking about why people should visit Dearborn. Here's a screenshot. It's from like 2023. I believe. He was also super supportive whenever I was nominated and won the Streamer Award.
All right, and the award goes to... Chala.
What? Brogan. So then I'm confused for someone who has been so nice to you historically, what you could be confused about motivation wise, right? So if you're proving to us right now that he doesn't have a personal unit, all right. If you're proving to us right now that he doesn't have a personal vendetta against you, and we know that he works for Ethan Klein, use your brain and deduce that he's doing so for financial reasons. I don't know what his motivation is. Okay, let me ask you something. If I fill out a job application, what is my motivation? Does anyone have a guess? It's probably to get money. Yep, 100% fasting. All right. Okay.
You did it! You did it, sister!
And to be quite honest, like
Bro, someone said grimace shake. That's crazy. That's just crazy.
watching this clip back made me really, really sad because of basically the outcome of what this has become. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
And I have nothing but love for AB and Lena, and I wish them the best. And maybe in the future we can be friends again, to be honest.
Before she moved out here, I remember us talking, and she was nervous about it. And I said, at the end of the day, you'll have me and Lena, like worst comes to worst. And then shit just hit the fucking fan.
Yeah.
Before.
And to those who are constantly defending me and having my back, I appreciate you and thank you so, so much. You know, during a time like this, it feels like the damage has been done physically, mentally,
I don't understand physically. That I don't get. I would understand if Ethan said that because he's endured physical altercations with like the law because of the internet shit. Like that I would understand. Physically, okay. I get that. What's your physically? I don't get that. Who hurt you? Literally. Did someone punch you? I don't think so. Did that happen?
emotionally and financially, but
Okay, I feel like financially is interesting when this is probably the highest, like, the most searched you've ever been, right? Like, isn't your name everywhere now? Like, probably for the wrong reasons, but if you want to say financially, now's the time to cash in. Like, here, let me just make a point, right? This video, she has 7,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. This is her only video, and it has about 52,000 views. This will probably give her anywhere from, let's say, $200 to $300 in just ad revenue from just one video, right? And so you have not had the chance to make a video like this ever. And so what you should be doing if you're going to complain about finances is just keep talking about this stuff. And it sounds crazy because everyone is going to keep shitting on you, but you still get a bag. And so I don't understand financially. That's how the business is, and she knows this. And so I don't believe financially. I just don't.
you know, after a year and a half of harassment, it feels very calming that people are actually finally on my side.
Finally on my side.
It's been a nightmare for me. On a more positive note, here are some of my favorite pictures taken at the shoot of the
Wasn't she
concert
harassing
event.
though? Yeah.
Of course, I got to see Kaya. I love her to death. And here are a couple pictures. To Ethan, if you're watching this for some reason, my message to you is that, you know, you and I have different worldviews, and you and I have different ideas for what is the best way to help people. And, you know, while I appreciate the spirit of your advocacy, I think it's misguided. You know, after all of this, you've made my life hell. I will say that. You've made my
Anyway, I mean, I think this is just like, this just goes both ways. So anyway, yeah, that's the response. 20% like to dislike ratio. No bueno. And so, yeah, anyway, that's fucking crazy.